Because he changes life, he impacts life, he's so ambitious, he goes out there, he's passionate about people, about what he does. He's also an author, so you can only imagine what sort of inspirations and what you can really get from this conversation today. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing so well. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
I'm blessed to be here, and thank you so much for inviting me in.
Thank you. Yeah. I like how you use the word blessed, because also in your email signature, there is a verse, Romans 12 verse 12. It says, let your hope keep you joyful, be patient in your troubles, and pray at all times. What does that mean to you?
I'm a faith-based person. I believe that every single day when I wake up is nothing in my control. It's something in God's control, the Creator. So I do everything in alignment to what He has set us to do. And most of the things that I do, I'm getting from the Bible. We are the heads and not the tails. All that. So I wake on. I'm a man of faith. I believe in the impossible.
Yeah. I like that. And then the last time you were here, you were telling us about your book. What have you been up to ever since? What has been happening in your life? I think it's been almost a year, right?
Yeah, it's already.
So surely so much is happening. So please unpack that for us. And, what exactly do you do?
All right. In short, I'm an influencer. I'm a life transformer. Part of what I do is, helping people to become themselves, helping people to be congruent with themselves. So I'm helping people to live their vision and their truth through my books, through my radio program with RB2, through my program Personal Leadership Academy, through my business, and through all the work that I do. Like you asked the question, what have you been up to? Last year, one of the best emails that I've received was, congratulations, you have been nominated to be part of the Mandela Washington Fellowship in 2019. That was the ultimate that I've always wanted to be. Because sometimes when you do the work that we do, especially that people maybe they haven't gone yet into that phase of coaching and personal leadership coaching, right? So you want to go into the global scale, and that was allowing me to go and meeting more than 700 African youth leaders. And now we have that connection where we can share ideas and build our, not our country anymore, our Africa, and make it, look better by doing our best in our countries. So that is what has been happening so far. And also the release of my second book, Embrace Your Greatness. Create your own economy. Do something for yourself today. I believe everyone listening out there, they know that they want to build something for themselves. And sometimes all you need is that person who can say, why don't you try it this way? Why don't you try that way?
Absolutely.
And that's what my book is filling the gap into.
I like that. And usually we kind of hope from friends, to tell us, to empower us, to inspire. Sometimes they don't. So it's really good that you're also doing a work for people out there who don't have that, strong support structure to actually tell them to, go for it. So tell me about this Mandela Washington Fellowship experience. Where did you travel to? What did you learn? And, what have you since brought to the people, Mobotswana, ever since your experience there?
That one will require the whole hours.
Whole hour.
so it was an amazing experience because I love learning and having fun. I learn mostly on an environment where I am being myself, so I can relate with things, right? So I was nominated under the Mandela Washington Fellowship in the Leadership in Business because I am into business. So my proposal to them before arriving that was that, look, I see that we have so many young people today who have business ideas, and when we finish school, it's not a surprise anymore that there are no jobs. We know there are no jobs, right? And I realized that we have money like the YDF where we can say, take and start a business. And we realized the education system all along was teaching us you are going to find a job. Now, after finishing school, you realize what you have learned is not really relevant to today's market. So my proposal was we want to start an entrepreneurship hub. That was my proposal to them, that I want to have an entrepreneurship hub where people are taught on personal leadership, development coaching, and they're able to start their own businesses. They admitted me to go and stay in Bethlehem, in the United States of America. And then from Bethlehem, I went to places like Philadelphia, I went to New York, I went to DC, Washington, and when coming back, I managed to go to London because I am always trying to learn from different people. And since I got back, I've seen a lot changing in my programs. It was not just, talking we know, the motivational talking we know. It's getting people and immersing them through a 3-month program. I used to do one-day seminars. Now it's a 3-month program through my academy. And I've seen some of them, they have already, in a space of a month, some of them have been with them with this money. They've already started businesses that are now there operating.
Absolutely.
So now it has helped my work, to do more than just talking, but creating structures that help people to do best in their areas. And not only that, my radio segment with RB2 has already improved. And if you can look at my content, I'm very intentional on content creation now, documentation, the seminars that I go to, and even this interview right now, it will be available on YouTube later on. Like, this is now understanding that we have people in the marginalized communities who needs things we have here in the city, who can be able to access them. Internet they can be able to access that. So it was very impactful. And besides what I learned, I have managed to create a network of other African leaders who are doing amazing work.
Very important.
You will understand that this coming week, I'm going to the Kingdom of Eswatini. They've booked me there to go and speak on personal leadership growth. I'll be speaking there on something that I've been doing a tour in Botswana. I went to 5 cities now. And when I get there, I realize that even the numbers, I'm trying to add numbers. We are having more people in Eswatini waiting for me to come and lead and buy my books. And you can see, so it was very impactful now. It's not only a national impact, it's
Absolutely.
An international impact.
I like that. And then, lately we've been seeing you quite active in the social media platforms, especially in terms of videography. You've been interviewing amazing people. I think one that I saw was with Pearl Ebibeng. I absolutely love that lady. So tell me more about this journey that you're on of, videographing these amazing, inspirational people.
I think what got to me is the statement that I use for this year. My theme for this year is 2020 growth. It's a year of growth, guys. And what I realize is that people who are winning today are those who are helping others to win. And I live by that statement. I've seen that when we move away from, hey, this is what I did, and really get other people in the platform to share about their stories, we ultimately allow other people who are not following you, people who have been following Pearl, they get to see what I do as well. So I'm creating that platform called Celebrating Greatness. There are people who are doing the amazing work out there, and they haven't been documented.
Absolutely.
So the whole idea is to document them so that they share their experiences, they share what they are doing, and the major point of it, the question that I ask them most is what they think about the knowledge-based economy. Where can we improve? How can we improve structures that can create opportunities for young people in that space? So I asked them about that, so that if Pearl is in agriculture, for example, what does she think about people doing marketing into that as that form? There are people who can only shoot videos. Agriculture on production is done that way, and those videos can sell. So there's so much people can tap into. So every single week I am uploading one person from property, from volunteerism, individual work. I'm profiling these people on YouTube, on LinkedIn, everywhere, so that young people don't have to sit in a room to hear your story.
Yes.
They can hear that story on their own time, and it can inspire them to start something. I am where I am because of the stories of other people. Listening to what they did, it gave me courage that if they did that, I can do that. So my whole story is, there's so much stories about negative stuff. I'm trying to be a source of positivity, spreading the love, spreading caring, spreading that environment where people can feel I'm faced with issues, but there are people who can also help me.
I agree. Would you say there's so many opportunities out there that are untapped?
Thousands, millions.
Why are we not getting those opportunities as young people when we have all of the platforms, all of the motivation, all of the resources? What's going on? What's stopping us from actually going after it? What's stopping us from being all part of the Mandela Washington Fellowship? What's going on?
I think it's exposure. I want to tell you, if I haven't been exposed to other different countries, one of them was Finland. When I got back from Finland, I was still in school. And I started a radio program while I was still doing my year 3 in Radio Botswana RB2. Until today, it's 4 years now. I got there, I got experience. I saw that even while at school, they are, they were running farm, supplying big shops.
In Finland?
In Finland, running a small farm, I supply only mash to big shops. The cars they were driving, the house they were living in, not only that I'm talking about that, but the mindset, because we haven't been exposed, So I think one most important thing, and even through the content we are sharing, through the events that we attend, people should expose themselves. Trust me.
But how do I get to Finland?
It's not only Finland. It's only surrounding countries. It's only people that we meet on social media. Social media has now eliminated borders. We can talk to people now who don't even know you. What do you do? I do this. And how people profile themselves on social media. And when you profile yourself as this always complaining, you are going to build a community of complaining people.
Absolutely.
So when you look at my profile on social media, you're not going to ask me where because the way I presented myself. So the questions you are going to ask me is, say, can you come to South Africa? We partner on this project. I get that a lot because now I'm aware that my social media is not for Botswana market. It's for international market.
I love that.
We already have shops. Our social media platforms are shops.
I love that. And then anything we're leaving out, Mr. Makwana, before we seal down our interview, had to be very short, and I'm really sad because I'm also really getting so much from this. But can leave us with what we've left out.
All right, I believe this thing. No, you cannot get any opportunities that are beyond who you are. You are where you are because of who you are. Those are the words of Tony Robbins. So if you want to change where you are, you should change who you are. That's what I teach on my personal development coaching sessions. So my number is 74776196. 74776196.
Absolutely. And I really love what you said about exposure because, you're only... you're limited to what you're exposed to.
Exactly.
My best friend told me that, and that has literally changed my life. Literally, because if you're limited to poverty, or just not seeing what's out there and what's beyond what's beyond the horizon. Unfortunately, sometimes you just get stuck with that mentality.
Exactly.
So what I'm also getting is that people should also act. And tap into those opportunities because it's one thing to listen to motivation, to sit down and get inspired, and it's another thing to actually do it.
There's something that I want to share. How ka re eme ha thoko ha tsela kole ya go senyegile o eme ha thoko le ka o pusha batho ba go bona ba go heta ba le ka go thusa go pusha, but if you senyegile o le moteng ga yone, they will assume you are fine, you are just there. So other people are going to show up to help you once they see you on the ground. So people should take initiative. Start wherever you are. Whatever you are starting is not your destination. So people will be able to come and say, let me help you when they see you are doing something. There are many resources waiting out there for you to take steps. So everything is waiting for you to take the first step.
Thank you so much, Mr. Makwana. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank you so much. I know you laughed a lot about that one.
It sent me away.
Thabo.